I agree. But I think that nice is in the eye of the beholder.
Gas, if your rent is $600, $700 a month, you are not living in a big city.
Now you married to the resentment that is felt. I was team Courthouse.
She was team Courthouse after a while because some things had happened.
Not true.
Like, no, see. What's up, everybody? I'm Natasha.
And I'm Tristan.
Welcome back to our channel,
Living the Grand Life.
Today is Monday, so you know what that means. We back for another episode of
Mind Your Marriage Monday.
Yeah. Excited about this week.
Mind Your Marriage Monday is the one day out of the week where Tasha and I step outside our own business to mind your marriage. But because this ain't something we like to do often, we literally limit our time to 10 minutes or less.
That's it.
So we bring a topic, one of us picks a topic every Monday, and the other one typically doesn't know what the topic is. So we pick the topic, we bring it, and then we discuss it for 10 minutes or less, just to say what our thoughts are and what we think about it, what you ought to do in your marriage. But listen, it's none of our business. Mind your marriage the way you want to, but this is what we think.
Yeah. So I have today's topic. I'm gonna go ahead and just drop that on you. There's nothing too crazy today. It's just, we'll talk through some marital situations that do happen.
Sometimes you need a little break from too crazy. I'm cool with that.
Angel and Lena are young professionals in their mid-20s. Both earn around $25,000 a year. They each have their own apartment. Neither has a lot of extra money, so they spend a lot of time at each other's apartments. Both are very satisfied with the relationship and would like for it to be permanent. Angel wants to have a lot of children, and Lena isn't sure she wants any, but she feels sure that Angel would be a great guy to have a child with. Recently, Lena suggested they move in together to save money for a nice wedding in a year or two. Angel suggested that they go to the courthouse and get married and then move in together. He thinks they could have a reception later on. What should they do?
So listen, I don't know if we're gonna be on the same side of things on this one.
The timer is going, y'all.
I don't know if we're gonna be on the same side of this one because I firmly believe, number one, let's be clear, $25,000 a year per person.
Nah.
I don't even know how they afford apartments.
Yeah, I don't know what country they're in.
Where y'all live? I'm sorry.
That's tough in the States.
Send me your location and your cash app.
I don't know.
You need help?
I mean, we lived in some of the cheapest states in the country, and $25,000 still won't get it.
It's not gonna cut it.
Okay.
It's not gonna cut it. So I'm all about. I would be a mix of the two things. Number one, y'all can't afford no wedding. Okay, y'all can't afford it. You stop it. Okay, but y'all also can't afford two apartments. Move in together. This is just economically sound. Like, it's a more fiscally responsible situation. Okay, move in together, and if you don't want to be shacking up, go on and get married at the courthouse beforehand. So I guess I guess it's not two different ones. I'm with old boy. I'm with Angel.
Just to go to the courthouse and
go to the courthouse. Get married if y'all want to be married. But I don't think that, I think the number one, if Angel wants to be married to her and, Angel and Lena are sure and secure that they want to be married, they want to be together forever, then they need to go ahead and get married. That would be my thing. I'm not about to wait till I got enough money to afford no reception or what have you. We're going to go ahead and get married now. And then we're going to move in together because it sounds like Angel doesn't want to live with her until they're married, which I think is honorable, right? Like, that's cool. To each his own, right? I think it's more fiscally responsible for them to live together. So yeah, I think they get married, they move in together, go on about their life. And I agree that y'all can take time to save up. Now that y'all not paying for that extra rent, now that you don't have the extra rent, you can use that money to go towards saving for your reception. But it's clear, I think, yeah.
Okay, so it could go both ways to me. It's just about being resourceful, in my opinion. So yeah, y'all could do the courthouse thing now, and then down the line, not just make it a reception, get married again. once you saved up, because clearly you want to satisfy both individuals in the relationship, and getting married and how people view getting married or have thought about it growing up is very important to them. So you don't want to do too much sacrificing in that regard, my opinion. You could do the option to go to the courthouse, go ahead, move in, get rid of that extra rent, use that as savings now. If it's that important towards having a wedding, a nice wedding as she called it, you know, a year or two down the line. Or you could just be resourceful. There are a lot of churches where you could rent out their gymnasium area or their reception area, their conference area that's not expensive. A lot of times if you're involved in the community or a part of that community, you get it free if they know your situation, or damn near free. But even if you didn't want to do that, if you have family or friends, somebody with a backyard, you can go ahead and have a nice wedding there. I mean, there's plenty of people that have outdoor weddings that you have the perfect backdrop you can buy or create, and you know, have nice table setting, etc. behind where the people gonna sit. Get some
wedding planner.
I'm just saying,
you are planning.
I'm just like, hey, listen.
Okay.
If your wife or your future wife wants a nice wedding and you're trying to be fiscally responsible, there is a way to meet in the middle. To me, I don't think it needs to be left or right.
I agree, but I think that nice is in the eye of the beholder.
Right.
So we don't know if her nice means $40,000 wedding.
Her nice gonna have to be not that. They make $25,000 a year. We gotta also be real with it now.
Yeah.
You can't be trying to have a $100,000 wedding desire when you're making $25,000 a year. That's gonna take you at minimum 9-10 years to be able to get near.
Minimum, very minimum. But
like,
this the thing though. Like, I agree that they could do that. Nice, again, it depends on what nice is for her. Mm-hmm. But ultimately, like, I don't know. This is a difficult situation, because I feel like I'm really hung up on the yearly wage that they have together. They're $50,000 a year. I don't even know what the poverty line is or anything like that. But I know for a fact, when I'm thinking about how much rent is in Atlanta, I don't know where they live.
Yeah,
when I lived in cheaper places, when I lived in Indiana, rent still,
there was a time that rent was, in Indiana, $300-$400 a month. Somebody making $25K can afford that and live together, especially together. $300, the utilities in that kind of situation is nothing. Because
$300, ain't no way it's $300.
I'm saying, when you lived in Indiana,
I ain't never had no $300 rent.
Okay, it was $4.
Even in Indiana,
hers was
$450. Don't put some respect on my rent.
Baby changed. $450.
It was $450. Put some respect on my rent.
So you got two people. Now, granted, obviously this is not where they're living and what this is doing. I'm just saying, if it's anywhere near that, even if it's 6 or 7. Even if there's some places that still have rent for 6 or 7. Now,
Yeah, but you got to think about gas is $1 million a gallon right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if they both got jobs, they both got cars, they probably got car notes, they got gas for 2 cars, they got grooming for themselves. If they want to live a decent life, they got to eat.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, if they want to live a life at all, they got to eat. But if they want to live a decent life,
gas. If your rent is $600-$700 a month, you are not living in a big city.
I think this is gonna be the kicker. What's more important to you?
You beat me to it.
What?
I was gonna say that. Go ahead. I know where you're going.
What?
Go ahead.
Where do you think I'm going?
What's more important to you? Getting married to that person you want to be with and having that life and building your wealth and growing, or to have something that looks nice in terms of a wedding that looks good to you in pictures, etc., and everybody else, versus just actually having that relationship and being with that person.
Yeah, so that pretty much what I was gonna say is, like, yes, what you're saying, you have to determine whether you are interested in a marriage or interested in a wedding. Because people seem to think that they all the same. A wedding is just that, a wedding. A wedding doesn't equal a marriage.
No.
It means you're married, but it doesn't equal a marriage. The marriage encompasses so many other things. And so if you focus on your attention on this one day, this wedding, but you're neglecting the fact that now you got to be married to this person. Now you married to the debt you create when you having a wedding that's outside your means. Now you married to the resentment that is felt as a result of these decisions that were made during that time. So my thing is, wedding or marriage, because they're not the same.
That's true.
It's simple as that.
That's true.
Like,
but it can be done.
It can be done.
But they really need to they need to figure it out.
People with very little money get married all the time and they have weddings. But my thing is like, what's your definition of nice?
Mm-hmm.
And whether that's within the means. Call in your network. You know somebody who can cook. You know somebody who pretty, you know, who can get down and decorate. Everybody knows some folks that's savvy.
Yeah.
Call in your friends.
Get
call
with
in
your wedding party. Just figure out some creativity.
Don't have a wedding party.
Use Pinterest.
Don't have a wedding party.
No, you can have a wedding party. You just don't gotta, you can't designate exactly what they wearing, where they picking it up from, all that. Cause nah. But they can come dress nice, wear these colors, you could say, if they have it. And just show up and you know, we get down. And it's nothing to have a reception.
Nothing. The reception is the most expensive
part. No, listen.
The wedding is basically free.
This is what I'm saying. If you're trying to be fiscally responsible, and let's say you do the backyard wedding situation. Okay, so you get married in the backyard. There's some chairs. I've seen people do it where everyone stood. No judgment.
Listen, I got a bad back.
No
Don't
judgment.
play with me. You better have a chair available.
Okay. But we only got 50 seconds. They got married in the backyard, and literally behind the chairs of where everyone sat or stood, they had some tables. Some people brought tables that they had, you know, the little fold-up tables. Some people cooked. Some people brought drinks, and they had a DJ. Someone played music, or they DJ. That's the reception. Now we having fun. You know what I'm saying? We talking. You can get a mic for the low. If you don't want a mic, project your voice. And let's have a good time and dance.
Putting a lot of thought into this.
I'm just saying it can happen. That's all I'm saying. We got 18 seconds. What you got?
I mean, I'm with old boy. Cut that out.
It can go either way. So we don't disagree, but I definitely am being creative a little bit.
Yeah, I think they could be creative for sure.
She not feeling it. Time is up. Perfect timing.
I think
Trish not feeling it.
I think this is perfect though, because I feel like you and I had this whole situation when we were getting married. Like, I was team Courthouse.
She was team Courthouse after a while because some things had happened.
Not true.
Life. No, see, okay, y'all. This is another. All right, we'll get into this real quick. The 1 minute. 60 seconds of this. I do 30, you do 30.
Oh, all right.
All right. My 30 seconds is, Tris, we both talked about having a certain type of wedding. We both agreed on having a certain type of wedding. We went and looked at the venues, all of that, and we're loving it. And then at a point, my beautiful wife here did express to me that, you know what, babe, we really don't even have to do all this and that, and the third. Let's just go to the courthouse. And I'm like, nah. Now me, I'm like, cause I know that one, she also wanted that, but I wanted it and she wanted it. We were going about this together, and now because some things have changed, I'm like, nah, let's just figure it out, because this one day we getting is important. I didn't want a courthouse wedding, not for me. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong. That's not what I want.
I was all for the wedding. Don't get me wrong. I'm not the typical female who dreamt about their wedding day from the time when they was a kid and had all these glamorous ideas of a wedding. I love hosting and throwing parties and doing things like that. So at first I was like, yeah, let's do a wedding. Why not? But then I saw the cost. We were going out to these venues and seeing all the money it was gonna cost. We talking decorations, dresses, and it was just, I felt like this is crazy for just one day. So I said, let's cut it. Let's go to the courthouse. This is too much. This is crazy. I'm not doing that. But she really wanted it, so we went through. I'm not gonna lie. We enjoyed our wedding was great. I love looking at videos from our wedding. We had a great time. We had our friends, our family, our loved ones there. It was great. I think I would have been okay to save the money. I think we could have still had that same wedding and even better at another time and use that money differently.
It's possible, and we will. We'll have it even bigger and better when we decide to renew our vows.
I'm all about the money.
Yeah.
I need, and not just.
She all about being tighter on the money and making sure it goes to certain things. I'm about being responsible, but spending that money. Look, we can't take that money with us.
I also can't pass on that wedding video.
Yes, we can.
It means nothing.
To who?
It has no value.
That's it. She tripping.
No monetary value.
It does too.
I cannot share it with my children as a way for them to be able to have generational wealth.
She don't know. She don't see the vision, y'all. She don't see the vision. In 10 years, that video gonna be worth so much because of who we are. You just watch. You'll see.
From your mouth to God's ears.
There it is. There it is. If this is your first time visiting our channel, welcome, family. We so happy to have you here. Now that you're here, Tristan has some house rules for you.
Yeah, so first things first, what I need y'all to do is subscribe, okay? And when you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell so that you are notified when your new friends of LeGrand's post some new content. And while we're on the subject of content, let me ask you this. Did you enjoy this? We've been getting a lot of positive feedback about Mind Your Marriage Monday, but what do you think? What do you think about this subject? Y'all team wedding or team shotgun situation? Like, what we doing here? Like this video. Let us know that you enjoyed this content. Comment.
Yeah.
Comment. Let us know what's up. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about your new friends of LeGrand. Sharing is caring. We are still on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I don't know what my wife is doing next to me. There's a lot of movement happening. I'm hearing hands. I'm seeing body. And I'm just trying to figure out.
I'm in a wonderful mood. That's all.
I don't know if she like the co-signer, the MC, the DJ. What's happening? So yeah, go ahead and comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We look forward to seeing y'all soon.
And if y'all on Instagram, you should be following us. If you're not, go ahead and hit us up at Living LeGrand Life. If you want to follow your girl Tristan, make sure you follow her at It's Tris LeGrand. If you want to see what I got going on, follow me at _president. We love you guys. We cannot wait to see you in our next video. We'll holla at you later. Bye. Peace.